Welcome to Linguist Access Podcast, where we all get together to learn more about inspiring stories behind every journey that will give you the courage to push past challenges and overcome obstacles, all for God's glory, with Shalini Oritavis.
Hi everyone, welcome to Linguist Access Podcast. My name is Shalini, and today we have a very special guest. Well, she graduated valedictorian, where Romana Acharon Elementary School, and then after that, she proceeded for her secondary education, where MSU CETD, and then she went into college. Actually, her first course was BS Biology MSU, but she was an undergraduate. But after that, she proceeded taking up Bachelor of Science in Nursing. But good news is she also finished Bachelor of Science, or I should say Bachelor of Science Education, Biology, Brokenshire. I am proud to say that she has 15 years of nursing experience, 10 years as a clinical instructor, and 5 years being a hospital, a nurse in the hospital, a registered nurse at a certain hospital. Right now, she is a registered nurse where labor and delivery, CHI, St. Alexius in Bismarck, ND, or North Dakota. By the way, she passed her NCLEX February 2010. She waited 12 years to come to the US. Of course, no other than Gracie. Today, we will be talking about her journey to become a successful nurse in the United States of America, the ups and downs, and a whole lot more. Hi, Gracie. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for the invite. I am very much honored for this opportunity to share my journey with you.
Oh, awesome. Before we continue, is there anything I missed in your bio that you want our listeners or viewers to know more about?
I am very, very flattered. It was very comprehensive. Nahihiya nga ako.
Okay. Sige, mag-Tagalog na ako or mag-Bisaya. Sige, para our audience will be able to relate na talaga. So, right now, you're here in the US, you're in North Dakota. Now, would you consider yourself successful?
Yes. Before I tackle that with my definition, I just have some stuff that I want to ask you. As I was journeying through this, note this down. What is your definition of success? Some people would basically write it down as you can answer that mentally for me. I'll give you 5 seconds. Okay. So some people would basically define success as equatable to fame, fortune, happiness versus contentment. Okay. So with regards to your question, would I consider myself successful? In a manner of speaking, yes. In the Philippines, where we used to, grow as a professional, as a teacher, as a nurse, I would consider myself to be one of those successful people, relatively known, relatively famous in the medical field. So, check na ako dun sa fame. Sa fortune, questionable yan. Kasi wala namang mayamang nurse sa Pilipinas. Pero, tagapagmana na lang ako. Sa fortune one, we have this opportunity here to harness more with regard to financial gain. Ang Amerika talaga ang ating mga, optimum level. Yeah. So, with regards to the third one, happiness. Some people would equate success with happiness, like they are happy when their kids have grown up and they have finished school and that they were able to, basically do what was supposed to be the plan of the Lord, if I may say so. Yeah. So, para sa akin, would I be successful? Am I successful? Yes, for sure. I have been conquering a lot of things. I have been through a lot of ringers para ma-achieve ko yung goal natin na basically maging kilala sa isang field, no? But I have found that I have outgrown ang Philippines. Kaya nandito tayo. We have to grow out of that small fishbowl and go out into the world and realize that there is more. Yeah. So more areas for success. Yun lang.
Okay. Yeah, and actually, I paused and I thought, really, what's the definition of success, right? Because I read it somewhere that success is usually what other people think about you.
Mhm.
The opposite is contentment, how you think of yourself. That's so I think if my actually question, I think you gave more meaning to that. So I like it when you explain further about what's success to you. So I like it. Awesome. Now, my next question is that what was your biggest failure?
Mm. My biggest failure. I was reared to be very competitive. Nag-aaral kami ng elementary. Nagbibilangan kami ng medalya ng kapatid ko. Kung valedictorian siya, dapat valedictorian ako. Kung cum laude siya, dapat cum laude ako. So, I had this biggest setback that really rocked my world when I realized that I was taking the wrong course. I took up biology because I wanted to be a doctor. I ended up being disillusioned for one reason or another. But I was really, kumbaga, in the dumps. Nung na-realize ko na mali, mali siya para sa akin. So, but at first, I underwent dabda, the stages. Kasi hindi ko matanggap na hanggang dito na lang, na kahit anong gawin ko, hindi ko kayang solusyonan. Hindi ko kayang gapangin hanggang maging matapos ko ang kursong ito. Kahit na ayaw mo. Yung ganon. So, there came a point na I really hated that teacher who flunked me. Yeah. So, and then I just told my parents, that's it. I'm done. I'm done with trying biology. Total na uso ang nursing. Sige, magna-nursing na lang ako. Parang ganun, naging second choice ang nursing. But then, I came out all the better for it. And one day, I met my teacher, yung bumagsak sa akin sa college. Nakasama ko siya sa sumasakay sa isang jeepney. Tapos sabi ko sa kanya, "Ma'am, you may not remember me, but I remember you. You failed me." Sabi ko sa kanya, ha? Pinagsak pala kita, ganito, ganyan. Sabi ko, no problem, sabi ko ganyan. Because of you, I reached a turning point in my life where I have to decide, should I stay on this course or not? And then I realized, this is not for me. And I'm better for it. I'm now a nurse, sabi ko sa kanya. So thank you very much. Sabi ko sa teacher.
Wow. I mean, you had the courage to even talk to her without angst or without so much hatred, because I know that some people, when they get to experience that, I think they wallow on it and they can just move on. And for you to have the courage to even, approach her and tell her positive things, wow, that's amazing. That's what we call maturity. Now, you were on that crossroads. How did you get back into shape?
How did I get back into shape? That's a complicated question. To be honest, when you are young, ang first course usually natin, our parents choose for us. Lalo na sa Pilipinas. But how did I get back on track after everything? I just realized that, even though I don't want to do this anymore, I don't want to be a biologist anymore, I still want to stay in that medical field. So I researched about it, what are the best things, the best options I've got, and the best schools, and the courses that they have to offer. And that time, ang Notre Dame Yan yung pinakasikat na eskwelahan sa ating Little Berg. And then they have produced a lot of achievers. And basically, sabi ko, kung gusto kong ma-avail yung magandang kinabukasan na may magandang promising na future na hindi lang tatanda ka, mag-aasawa, manganak, mamamatay, na ganun lang. So it's very fixed. Sabi ko, I want to have that opportunity. Okay. I want to grab whatever there is, the possibilities, no? So, ayokong maging limited ang choice ko. And the best choice for that would be nursing. So, I took up nursing.
Yeah.
And I did not
Yes.
regret
And
that.
you're a nurse now here. Yeah, true. Now, my question is, I mean, it really struck me when you told me that 12 years kang nag-antay before coming here. So what made you decide to just still continue? I mean, kahit nga 5 years mag-antay or, 7 years, 10 years, 12 years. So what were you thinking? I mean, bakit ko kailangan i-push pa ito? Wala, kasi usually my friends, when I ask them, oh, bakit ayaw mag-US? Yung mga students ko sa UK, oh, bakit ayaw lumipat dito sa US? Kasi I know they've been dreaming of this country. So bakit ayaw mo? Ma'am, nakakapagod na mag-antay, yung statutory requirements, yung NCLEX, ayoko na. But yeah, I mean, I want to hear it from you. 12 years and you're here, you're successful. But what were you thinking yung 12 years na yun?
Hindi mo, to be honest, hindi mo masusustain yung positivity in the course of those number of years, to be honest. I went through a lot of ups and downs. I gave up so many times I cannot even count. But still, what is important to remember is that kahit na nawawalan na tayo ng focus, dapat push pa rin. Continue moving forward. Even if you're slow in moving, as long as you don't stop, you'll eventually get there. Ganun. Kasi nangyari sa akin, give up na ako. Sabi ko, sige, magtuturo na lang ako. So, nag-abroad ako, napunta akong Vietnam, nagturo ako ng medical English, tapos, bumalik ako ulit, nag-apply ako ulit, nag-exam ako ulit. I finished taking IELTS 5 times. Not because I failed. I passed every single time, but every single time, it expires. And then, sabi ko, pag tinatanong nila ako, bakit ka pa nagtitake? Sabi ko, there is that possibility of a future that I wanted. Because this reality that I have right now, I don't like it. So I have to do something about it. And if you don't like where you are, sabi nga nila, move. You are not a tree. So yun ang nangyari sa akin. I just pushed and pushed.
Yeah, very nice. You know what? This is what I always tell to my students, and I think you are the living testament when I say this. You do not predict your outcome, just do your best. And so, with what you were doing, you were not only doing your best, but you were patiently doing your best to really achieve your goals in life. And I hope this will, open their eyes that, kasi sila parang nag-antay pa lang ng 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, all the clamors, you can hear it from them. Talagang reklamo dito, yung kumbaga naiiyak, yung sa sweldo, lahat. And this is what I wanted to tell you guys. I mean, being able to work and live here, sobra-sobra na yung opportunity eh. And for you to start na, baka very minimal lang, pero the chance to be able to bring your family here, I think that is more than but a blessing, and you just have to be grateful about it. So yeah, we are on the last stretch, okay, of this wonderful conversation. I want to talk more about it, but yeah, this is my last question. What actionable advice would you want to give to our audience right now?
In a nutshell, life is hard, but you just have to take that first step. Sabi nila mahirap yung first step. Totoo yun. Because you have to commit and just do it. If that is something you want so much, you cannot live without it. You keep dreaming about it. Go ahead and take that first step. If you don't like it, if you don't like where you ended up, that's fine. You can always go back to where you were before. But that's the important thing is you tried. You did what you thought you really needed to do. Then you had to make that intelligent decision based on what you have experienced, not because of your fears and doubts and what others told you about it.
Mm, wow, I love it. I love every line you uttered. Ang sarap niya talagang kausap, promise. I mean, we always have a chance to talk because, I always want, well, open masyado yung communication namin ni Ma'am Gracie. But one thing is for sure, whenever I talk to her, talagang na-uplift yung spirit ko. Promise.
I
Promise.
love you
And you need
too.
to know that. I really love talking to you, promise. I mean,
I love you too.
alam mo yun, this is something that's humbling. At the same time, you are the epitome of gratefulness. You've always been very grateful. I mean, despite the challenges, you've always been very grateful, when you call it life. Ganun eh. Ganun yung life. That's just right? So, right now, yes, tell us what's the best way to find you or contact you or just get a dose of your. Alam mo, dapat mag-start ka na rin ng ganito eh kasi you're an inspiration to many. Especially to me, Talagang every time I'm reading your posts, yeah, it gives me so much, desire to just go on.
I appreciate the fact that you gave me this opportunity to reach more people through you. I miss this. I miss this more than anything. Yeah, how to reach me? Funny you should say that because I was talking to a lot of people in Lefora, and for the past couple of days, ang dami-dami kong sa Messenger. So you can send me a message in Messenger and I'll get back to you eventually. Yeah. But well, somebody posted na can I have Mark Limek, something like that, yung mga book, blue book, yellow book. Sabi ko, send me your email, I'll send to you. Ayun, napuno ang inbox ko. So before tayo nag-usap, busy rin ako nag-i-email. Basically they are like starting their journey. There's like 40 people I emailed all those reviewers to, and they were like, I want to take the NCLEX, I'm going to do this, do that, blah blah blah. So all I told them is that, okay, here are the reviewers, God bless you on your US journey. That is the important first step. Do it, commit to it.
Amen to that. Amen to that. And please, you'll always have an open invitation, okay? I hope that you will always, give us a chance to ask you more meaningful questions, lalo na questions about life. Because, when you get to have this kind of conversation, not only to me that you are inspiring me, pero lalo na po yung iba na sobrang down na. As in, ang dami dyan na hindi na nila alam if they are to pursue. Hindi nila alam kung ano ba, hanggang dito na lang ba talaga ako? So, ang dami ng, ang dami ng judgments, ang dami ng mga negativity sa life na I think enough reason to give up. So, I hope that they'll be able to watch this, actually. By the way, I already have like 246 subscribers, okay, on my YouTube. And this is really our way.
Congratulations!
Yeah, thank God for it. This is really my way of, showing to the world that hindi ka nag-iisa. And it's not good to say na mas may naghihirap pa pala sa akin. No, I mean, it should make you humble and grateful na kung saan ka man ngayon. Actually, God led you there or let you experience that. Because two things, He wants you to learn something out of it, or he wants you to be a blessing to that somebody. And today you are a blessing to me. Thank you very much. Thank you. And I know the audience are also very happy. They're very happy to hear from you. So once again, let me all say thank you to Miss Gracie Mosqueda, and let's all pray that, her first day will always be something remarkable. Okay, of course, the first day of training, they say it's the most important. So let's all pray for the success of that. So once again, thank you and have a great day every day.
Thank you for listening to Linguist Access Podcast. Please give us a review on iTunes. Leave a comment. Like, share, and subscribe. See you on the next episode.